Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix when your computer shuts down and restarts while playing Helldivers 2 game on your Windows computer. So first of all, delete the content of shader cache folder and try D3 D11 launch option. Now for this, open File Explorer, go to this PC, open C drive, open users folder. Now open your username folder. Now open app data. If you don't see app data on the top, click on view, select show, and then put a check on hidden items. Then open app data folder, open the roaming folder and find arrowhead folder. Now open arrowhead. Now open Helldivers 2. Now here you can see shader cache folder. In my case there is only one entry, so whatever you have, just delete the content of this folder. Now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to set global illumination and anti-aliasing to off. So you can go to your in-game settings and turn these two options off. You will find it under graphic or video settings, and select native resolution. So whichever resolution you're selecting in the game, suppose in the game you're selecting 1920 into 1080p, the same resolution you can select in Windows settings. So, or you can select the settings which you have, go to display over here. So whichever resolution over here, in my case it's 1920 into 1080p, select the same resolution in the game and then check. Also you can try this in launch option, make a right click on the game, select properties. Now over here type in -D3 D11 and then close this, launch the game. If that does not work, in that case you can remove this. If this does not work, you can remove this. Follow the next step. Next step is to roll back. Now this is for AMD users. If you have AMD graphic card, in that case you can roll back graphic driver to the previous version. So you can go to AMD website, select your graphic card, then click on submit. And now once you click on submit, over here you will see Windows 11. So select Windows 11 if you have Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, select Windows 10 and then scroll down. And when you scroll down, at the end you will see an option which says previous drivers. So click on previous drivers and then you can select your operating system, and the previous version right now is 2312.1. so you can download the previous, you can install the previous version and then restart your computer. Make sure that you restart your computer and then launch the game. This is for AMD. Now still you're facing the problem, please follow the rest of the steps shown in this video. Now the first step is to restart Steam. Now this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So go to Steam, exit Steam, and then relaunch Steam once again and then launch the game and then check. If that does not work, restart your computer. This has also worked for many players, so do not ignore this step. Just restart your computer once, and after the system restart, try launching the game. Now the next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Now this has also worked for many players, so try this. So make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files. It will straight away take you to the game installation folder. Now open the bin folder. Now over here you can see Helldivers 2 folder. Make a right click and then go to properties and go to this tab and then put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Click on apply, click on OK. Make a double click over here. So instead of launching the game from Steam, you launch the game from here. So make a double click over here and run the game as an administrator. And this has worked for many players, so it might work for you. Now still you're facing the problem. In that case, make a right click once again, select properties, and then this time put a check over here, select Windows 8 from the list, click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. If that does not work, go to properties once again, and this time you can select Windows 7 and then put a check on disable full screen optimization. Click on apply, click on OK, make a double click, launch the game. So if this is not working, in that case, if checking all these boxes is not working, in that case you can uncheck the boxes and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to run Steam as an administrator. Now this has also worked for many players, so you can close Steam first. So if Steam is running, you can close the Steam, exit, and then you have to launch the Steam as an administrator. So click on run as administrator and then launch the game. If that does not work, you can again try to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Next step is to install Visual C++ files. So this has also worked for many players. So copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. And over here, you will see Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19, and 22. So download x86 and x64. You have to download both x86 and x64 file. Click on it. Now, if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on install. Click on yes to allow. And download x64 as well. And then run x64 as well. Again, if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install option, click on yes, install. Click on yes to allow. And let both the installation complete. Now, once both the installation are complete, restart your computer. Make sure that you restart your computer. Once this is done, you will see a restart option. Restart your computer and then launch the game. Now, the next step is just ignore this error message because I've already installed, so I'm reinstalling it. That's why I received setup failed, but in your case, it will install successfully. And once that is done, you will see a restart option. So restart your computer after this, and after the system restart, launch the game. Now, the next step is to disable Steam overlay. Now for this, go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties, and then turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game. Turn it off. Now launch the game. Now the next step is to disable overlay in Discord. So if you're using Discord, you can go to Discord settings and disable overlay. If you're using GeForce Experience, then you can go to GeForce Experience. On the top right, click on the settings icon and then turn off overlay. Turn off in-game overlay and then launch the game. Now, if you're using any other overlay application, make sure that you close all the overlay application. Now, if you have image scaling on in GeForce Experience, so when you go to GeForce Experience, just below in-game overlay, in case of desktop, I have a laptop, so I don't have this option. If you have a desktop, then you will see this option which says image scaling. So if this is on, turn this off and then launch the game. This has also worked for many players, so it might work for you. Close all other overlay applications. So if that does not work, if Discord is open, just close Discord. If GeForce Experience is open, you can close GeForce Experience. Make sure that you close GeForce Experience from here and then launch the game. Also close all the unnecessary, all the third-party applications. So if you have any third-party application running, just close it. Also close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI Afterburner running, make sure that you close it. If you have Riva tuner running, close Riva tuner. So make sure that you close all the overclocking application and then launch the game. Also close browser. For many players, closing browser has worked. So close Firefox, Chrome, or any other browser. So make sure that you close everything. If OBS is running, make sure that you close OBS and then launch the game. Also close all the third-party application. Now for many users, closing this Zerotier has worked. So if you have this software, close it. Unplug all the external devices which you're not using. So if you're using these devices, disconnect it. Any kind of USB adapter connected to the computer. If you have any additional controller connected to the computer, disconnect it. Try launching the game on single monitor. And if you have any third-party application or software running, any services running in the task manager, close it. Also, if you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. To perform clean boot, type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration. And then go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services. And then click on disable all. In my case, this option is grayed out. I already did it. In your case, this would be highlighted. So make sure that you put a check on hide all Microsoft services first, and then click on disable all, and then click on apply. Click on OK. You will see a restart option. Restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to uninstall and reinstall and protect game guard. Now for this, you can make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on browse local files, and then go to the game installation folder, and then open this bin folder game guard. Go back, open this tools folder. So open the tools folder, and over here you can see GG uninstall. So make a right click and then click on run as administrator. Click on yes to allow. Click on yes. Uninstall complete. Now reinstall it. So run this GameGuard setup file. Make a right click. Click on run as administrator. Click on yes. And then now you can launch the game. And if that does not work, you can uninstall it once again. Make a right click, run as administrator, click on yes, and then click on yes and click on OK. Once uninstall is done, now launch the game. Now this time when you launch the game, it will reinstall GameGuard. So here you can see it's reinstalling. So it will reinstall the GameGuard and then it should be able to launch the game. So let me close the game for now. Now, still you're facing the problem. The next step is to uncheck DLC in Steam. Let me close the game. Now, to uncheck the DLC, make a right click on the game, select properties, and then go to the DLC tab. Now uncheck everything over here. So if anything is checked over here, uncheck it and then close it and then launch the game. Now, if you want to check it, you can later on. You can always check it. So later on, if you want to check it, you can go and check it. But for now, if the game is not launching, you can uncheck the box and then launch the game and then check. Next step is to verify the game files. Now to verify the game files, make a right click on the game, select properties, and then go to the local files tab. Go to the install files tab and then click on verify integrity of game files. After the verification is complete, now launch the game. Next step is to do a clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA.
So go to NVIDIA website and then select your graphic card from the list. So select the right product type and then select the right series. And then select your graphic card. So I'm selecting my graphic card. Make sure that you select your graphic card over here. Now if you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11 and then click on start search. Now once you click on start search, scroll down. The latest GeForce Game Ready driver right now is driver version 551.23. So click on get download and then click on download now. Now once the download is complete, run this exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see the screen. Click on agree and continue and then select custom over here. Make sure that you select custom over here. Then click on next and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure that you put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Now click on next and let the installation complete. And once the installation is complete, restart your computer and then launch the game.
Now the next step is to, now this is for laptop users with dual graphic card. Make sure that you run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphic settings in Windows search box and then click on graphic settings. Now click on browse over here and then go to the game installation folder. If the game installed in C drive, open C drive, program files x86. Now open the Steam folder and now open the Steam apps folder. Now open the common folder and then open the game folder and then open the bin folder. Select the game exe file and then click on add. Once the game is added over here, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save and now check. Now the next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus, just make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you're using Windows security, then open Windows settings and then go to privacy and security if you have Windows 11 and then click on Windows security. In Windows 10, you will have an option update in security, then click on Windows security. Now click on virus and threat protection. Now scroll down, at the end you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it. Now click on allow an app through controlled folder access. Click on yes to allow. Now click on add an allowed app. Now click on browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder, bin folder, select the game exe file and now click on open. Once the game is added over here, now type in control panel in Windows search box and then click on control panel. Now go to the system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Now click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings at the top, click on allow another app and then click on browse and then again go to the game installation folder, open the game folder bin folder, select the game exe file, and then click on open. Once the game is added over here, in my case the game is already added. So once the game is added over here, now you can click on OK and then launch the game and then check. Now the next step is to try these in launch options. So go to the game in Steam, make a right click, select properties. In the launch option, type in -dx11 and then launch the game and then check. If that does not work, make a right click once again and then type in -dx12. Now launch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can remove this. So if this is not working, you remove it and then follow the next step. Next step is to rename or delete the save game files. Now when you delete the save game file, you will lose all the game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. So if you agree, you can delete the save game file. So open File Explorer and then go to this PC, open C drive. Now open users folder. Now open your username folder. Now open app data. If you don't see app data on the top, click on view, select show, and then put a check on hidden items and then open app data folder. Now open the roaming folder and open arrowhead folder. And here you can see HELLDIVERS 2 folder. You can make a right click on HELLDIVERS and then click on delete. Once this is deleted, now you can launch the game, but you will lose all the save games and the graphics settings. Now the next step is to update Windows 10 or 11 to the latest version. Now this is important. So open Windows settings, go to Windows Update or Update and Security, and then click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed over here, then restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in View Advanced System Settings in Windows search box and then click on View Advanced System Settings and then click on the first settings and then go to Advanced tab and then click on Change over here and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 gigabyte. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM 16 GB. So 116 into 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case that is 16 gigabyte. I have 16 gigabyte of RAM. So 16 into 1024, I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3, that is 49152. 4915152. Now click on set over here, then click on OK, apply, OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to, now if you are able to launch the game, you can disable the crossplay for some time and then switch to window mode and lower down graphics settings. So if you are able to launch the game, you can launch the game. Now go to options and then go to display. Now over here turn off high dynamic range. If this is on, turn it off. Now over here, if the resolution is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower down more. Now if render scale is set to ultra quality, you can set it to quality. I will set it to quality over here, and you can switch to window mode. Turn off VSync. So if the VSync is on, turn it off, and then apply the settings, and then go to graphics. Now over here, if the graphic preset is set to ultra, you can set it to high. You can even go for medium, or you can even go for low quality. I'll set to medium for now. Motion blur, you can just lower it down. I'll keep in 60. Depth of field, I will turn it on, and you can turn off the bloom. Texture quality, now if this is set to high, you can set it to medium. You can set these to medium. I will set it to medium. Now apply the settings and then check the performance. So go to options, and then if crossplay is on, turn it off and then check. If you want to enable the crossplay, you can enable it later, but now you can disable crossplay and then check. Now if you can also disable this screen space global illumination. If this is on, you can turn this off and then apply the settings and then check the performance. Now the next step is to update system BIOS. To update system BIOS, go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell website. If you have a Lenovo computer, go to Lenovo website. If you have HP computer, go to HP website. So go to your system manufacturer website and then select your model number. Make sure that you select your computer and then find the latest BIOS update available. Now in case of laptop, before you update the system BIOS, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer. Now during the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. So if nothing is working, the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game. So you can uninstall the game. Now after you uninstall the game, go to the game installation folder and then delete the game folder and then restart your computer and then reinstall the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to another drive, you can reinstall the game to C drive. And if the game is already installed in C drive, in that case, you can try installing the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.